Good morning, students. Today we are going to take up the concept of introduction associated with the management information system. Within that, we are going to cover up the following. The first is an introduction to information system, meaning of information system, definition of management information system, characteristic of management information system, components, aim, types, output, and benefits of MIS. Let us begin with the introduction. We'll start with the concept of information system. An information system is an organized combination of people, hardware, software, communication network, and data resources that collects, transform, and disseminate information in an organization. The overall concept is we do have a setup where people, hardware, software, communication network, and data resources are there. We try to feed data in the form of input into the system. We process it, and whatsoever outcome is generated in the form of reports that is being transferred to the individual or part of the organization for purpose of decision making. The information system is specifically meant for processing the data, and input is considered as raw data and process outcome is considered as information or reports. Now if you are talking about types of information system, as per the level of management hierarchy, we can have different type of information system which are meant for operation or requirement at the particular level of management. If you are looking at the pyramid or triangle, in that case we do have three level of management: lower level, middle level, and top level. And as per the requirement of the individual level, we can have a specific type of information system which is utilized at the particular level. If you are looking at the operational support, we do have a particular information system which is meant for operational purpose, that is what is known as transaction processing system. We'll go into the detailed part of the discussion associated with the topic when we'll take up the transaction processing system individually. Now at the middle level, we do have lot many systems which are associated with the tactical type of management. Tactical means the resource allocation is considered with the optimum utilization concept. Within that, we do have following information system, that is business, intelligence system, office information system, and knowledge management system. And these are very good from the short range planning in concept where you try to implement the concept from the optimum utilization of resources. The top level is considered as an, a particular segment of management where we do have executive and CEO who are generally dealing with the type of information from the strategic point of view, and they are trying to deal for the long term planning and create a vision for the company uh, for long term operation. In that case, they do have operating system information system which are meant to process the data which is highly unstructured. And in that case, we do have management reporting system, decision support system, and executive information system, which are taking a leverage at the top level management position for generating and processing the information. Now, let us continue further. Now, if you are talking about the definition of management information system, an information system meant for the processing and requirement of management is considered as management system. If we are looking at the technical definition, a management information system is an information system used for decision making and for coordination, control, analysis, and visualization of information in an organization. The study of management information system involves people, process, and technology in an organizational context. Now, again, we are reiterating the concept of information system, but the context is altogether considered from the management point of view, and where we try to develop a system which is basically required for decision making purpose, and that decision making can take help of an information system, and such type of information system which are basically required for coordination, control, analysis, and visualization of information in an organization is known as MIS. Now, further, if we are extending the definition, the management information are distinct form of regular information system that they are used to analyze other information system applied in operational activity of the organization. MIS involves three primary resources: technology, information, and people. Now, if we are further talking about, they are regarded to be a subset of overall internal control procedure in a business which cover the application of people, document, technology, and procedure used by management accountant to solve the business problems such as costing product, services, or a business-wide strategy. Now, these are the things which are not restricted as per the domain-specific requirement, but we can take a variable type of concept in different type of environment, and accordingly we try to gain the expertise for providing information uh, on department-wise basis, and they try to correlate the overall information flow within the department also. And it all depend upon the analysis of the overall environment, where we try to consider the various type of operation and how they are being performed, what type of information specifically required for managing the things at a particular level. These are the important part associated with the. Now, if you are talking about the role of MIS, it is very much important from organizational point of view, as we have to deal with the different type of information for decision making. Without information, an organization cannot survive. So, in that context, we can say the MIS is the heart of the body. It is considered as heart of the body, which used to supply blood to entire body in the form of information. Uh, you can correlate the analogy with the body, where MIS is the heart and information is the blood, which is being supplied by the heart to entire body. This in the similar context, if you are talking about the MIS, it used to provide the information throughout the organization for making decisions. The system ensures that the appropriate data is collected from various sources or transaction point, processed and sent further to all the needy destinations, or you can say management position for making decisions. It is very much relevant in context of today's scenario, where large amount of data is generated from a particular point. It can be either point of sale or inventory, warehouse store. In that context, if you are considering the manual processing of data, it is not possible for an individual to process the huge amount of data. In that case, you are taking the help of machines, hardware, software to process it and visualizing it in a proper manner so that you can take better decisions in future. Now, further, we are extending the role points. The system is expected to fulfill the information need of an individual, a group of individuals, the management functionaries and managers, and top management. MIS satisfies the diverse needs throughout variety of systems such as query system, analysis system, modeling system, and decision support system. The last point specifies MIS help in strategic management or strategic planning, management control, operational control, and transaction processing. As we have already seen the three level of management in the pyramid, which we have shown in previous slides, where we have talked about the various type of MIS at the individual level of management. Now, if you are looking at the characteristic of MIS, there are a few points for discussion. First one is it is management oriented. The basic objective of MIS is to provide information and support to the management in an organization for decision making. If that is so, only the management persons are there who are going to give you the direction associated with the development of information system for their utilization. Uh, it cannot be a general type of information system. It, it do have an orientation from the point of view of management. Until and unless you are gathering a proper information requirement from the management people, you will not be able to design a proper management information system to the specifically used for the management purpose. Management directive. When MIS is management oriented, it should be directed by the management because it is the management who tells their needs. It is already stated in the orientation part of the last point. Uh, Management is the only body who tells their needs and requirement more efficiently than anybody else. They are the future plan, and as according to their requirement, we have to deal with the overall operation of the body, or you can say organization, and we try to analyze whether the policies or goals which are being distributed by the top level manager, whether they are working properly or not, and that is being considered by the help of report generation after operation if the expected outcome are being there. In that case, your policies and decisions are good. Otherwise, you have to revise your decisions and policies for overall operation. Integrated, it means a comprehensive or complete view of all system in the organization or companies are there, where we try to check out the things in a comprehensive manner, rather individual basis. In past, we have seen some information system. They were considered on the basis of concept that they were working independently. Nowadays, we are working with the enterprise resource planning system where things are moving in an integrated manner. Information flow are there from one department to another department if relevancy of transfer is there, or you can say the information seeked by other department is relevant for the purpose of decision making. Now, as we have already taken the integrated uh, operation concept in the last slide, that certainly correlate with the next point, that is common data flow. The integration of different subsystems will lead to the common data flow, which will further help in avoiding duplicacy and redundancy of data collection, storage, and processing. Heavy planning elements are required. The preparation of MIS is not a small time job. It takes around 3 to 5 years, or more can be considered. If you want to consider the design and implementation in an organization, 3 to 5 year period is minimum required if you are starting from scratch. Otherwise, you can update your system as and when changes are expected to be performed within the existing MIS. Subsystem concept is also there, which says that a problem or you can say organization can be divided into multiple departments or sub-organizations as account, finance, purchase, inventories are different subsystem of the entire organization. What we try to do, we try to develop the information system in context of subsystem, and after that we try to integrate the entire development of software. This is the very much requirement as per the development part. As of now, we cannot take up the entire development with a single module, or you can say single software. Part by part, we try to develop the system for the subsystem, and further, we try to integrate the overall operation of each subsystem by passing the information flow from one department to another department. Common database is again a part of integration concept associated with the organization. Why it is required? This is the basic feature of MIS to achieve the objective of using MIS in business organization. All records are kept at one place. There is one major advantage associated with the common database, which states that any record, if somebody want to access in the organization, or subsystem of the organization, he can access from the common database. Uh, the main advantage is that a single copy is updated by multiple entities associated with the organization, and if you are having replication of records at one position and another position, it may breach the integrity concept associated with the data. Data may have different copies placed at different location and may reflect different type of values with respect to the same type of data. We will go through the particular concept in detail when we will take up the database concept associated with the infrastructure requirement in future chapters. तो उसमें हम देखेंगे कि आपका जो कॉमन डेटाबेस है why that is required and where you can place the information in the center position. Now, the computerized, as it is very much evident that MIS cannot work without computer, and it used to increase the effectiveness and efficiency of the overall system. As programs or softwares are more capable of in processing the data in comparison to the manual form of processing. User friendly and flexibility. This is another characteristic of MIS, which states that the MIS should be flexible and can change to accommodate the future specification. As of now, we have GST, a particular structure imposed by the government on the organization to calculate the goods and services tax and deposit to the government account. Many a time we do have changes which are highlighted from the government side, where either they increase the value or they decrease the value, and accordingly we have to make our system flexible to accommodate the changes which are specified by the government agencies to make our system working. So it should be flexible enough so that it can accommodate the changes which are either specified from within the organization or from the outside entity as government or vendors. Information as a resource. Information is a major ingredient of any MS that we have already discussed. Without information, we cannot survive or take the correct decision in context of the present scenario. Further, if you are talking about the quality parameter associated with the MIS, following are the important quality parameters. The first is timeliness, second is accuracy, third is consistency, fourth is completeness, and fifth is relevance. Now, as according to the requirement, we can work out with the particular quality factor. Uh, they must be inherent. Rather, we are supposed to incorporate these particular features. They must be automatically available with the MIS. If they are not available, in that case, the MIS is worthless. The timeliness factor is an important factor associated with the information. Every individual who receives information within well stipulated time, he can make appropriate decision accordingly. Again, if we are reiterating, timeliness means the information must reach the recipient within prescribed time frame. Timely information can ensure correct executive action at an early stage. The characteristic of timeliness to be effective and should include in the current information. Many a time you are getting message from electricity department that you are required to deposit your bill at a particular date. And these information are being flow to you, are being flown to you many a time so that you can take the action accordingly. And if you are missing that deadline, you may have to pay additional fine apart from your regular bill. In the similar way, the railway information system used to provide you the running status associated with your train, and that information you can consider important from your moving towards the railway station, and you can plan it according to your running status of train. If train is delayed, you need not to move to the railway station. As and when your train will arrive, the information is providing the running status of your train from time to time so that you can take the appropriate action. The second is accuracy. This is another key attribute associated with the MIS. Inaccurate information or mistake or errors certainly leads you to the wrong decision making. It is very much required feature. It should give you the correct or accurate information from the reporting point of view. Any MIS that is generating wrong information may lead to the inaccurate decision making at the management level. Everything should be properly checked from the management point of view. That reports which are generated from the MIS, they must be accurate. Relevance. It is another key attribute of the information system. Information is said to be relevant if it answers specifically for recipient what, why, where, who, and why. And these are the particular questions associated with the decision making part. And if recipient is receiving the information that is not relevant for answering such type of question, in that case the information is worthless. In other words, MI should serve the report to managers which are useful, and information help to make them correct decisions. Irrelevant information do not provide such type of adequacy. It should be sufficient in all respects. MIS provide report containing information which is required in decision making process. It should be complete. Insufficient information may lead to inaccurate decision. Completeness and adequacy are somewhat similar type of thing. We have already discussed the particular point. Exception based is another important point. Uh, Regular reports are there which are helpful for making decision by the managers. But if you are talking about the exceptions, many a time you are withdrawing money from the bank. Some regular transactions are being carried out with a particular amount from your account. But if you are withdrawing more amount or you are withdrawing the money from your bank from a different location from which you are not regularly withdrawing, in that case that is considered as an exception. And many a time you are being given intimation from the bank side that you have withdrawn this much amount. Regular transaction is also being considered in that, but exceptions are also there which are trying to alarming you that uh, whatsoever transaction is made by the banking system, are you the authorized person or someone else is trying to hack your account and making the transaction on your behalf? So these type of exception-based reports are automatically generated by the management information system, so that uh, any management person can take the decision according to the exception outcome. Explicitness is another important feature associated with the MIS quality, which says that a report is said to be good quality if it does not require further analysis. And if you need any further analysis, it is not considered as explicit one. The better quality certainly ensures that the report is complete one in all respects. Now, if you are talking about the component of management information system, there are vast number of sub-departments associated with the system, and accordingly we can define the component of MIS. The first one is over here is marketing research system. It is a research system which is systematic and objective research for analysis of data and information relevant for identification and solution of any problem in the field of marketing. Marketing research is basically considered from the customer perspective what he wants uh, in the form of product or service in future. What are the customer expectation for that survey is considered. Survey forms are being given to the customer, and accordingly the requirement is considered important from analysis point of view, and accordingly a company or organization try to provide the service or product from the customer expectation. Marketing intelligence system is another one that is basically considering the processing of data or analysis of information from potential customer or existing market point of view to determine the current and future need for preference or attitude or behavior of market. and assess the changes in the business environment that may affect the size and nature of market in future. Internal record system is a particular system that used to provide you the information associated with the order, sales, price, cost, inventory level, receivable, payable, and so on. By analyzing this information, they can support information opportunity and problem. Specifically, marketing managers rely on such type of reports. Database is the common storage point where you can store the data associated with the particular operations. Decision support system is a computer-based information system support business or organizational decision making. DSS serve the management operations planning levels of organization and help to make decisions which may be rapidly changing or not easily specified in advance. Uh, this is a particular system which may be meant for middle and top level executives for processing the data, and most of the time you do have unstructured type of information that may be generated from the outside of the organization. Government or vendors or customers can be specifically considered as part of this. If you are looking at the main aim of MIS is information management and help management to make decision well before time to run the smooth business operations. Now, if you are talking about types, again, it is a particular point which is associated with the management hierarchy. First one is transaction processing. It used to execute transactions. They may be large in volume, routine, or recurring type of transaction. Operational information system is there that used to gather comprehensive data, organize it, and summarize it in the form of useful part or report in for the managers. Decision support system are there. These are the such system help manager with necessary information to make intelligent decision. Expert systems are the system which do have artificial intelligence capability. They can replicate the human in form of decision making in specific. If you are looking at the elements of MIS, so in that case you can take up the particular 6 point hardware, software, control, database application program, people, telecommunication network. Uh, at this particular point, we are taking the particular parts as elements, but we'll go through the particular element in detail in future when we'll take up the things in. Output of FMIS can be either scheduled report. These are regular type of reports, either daily, weekly, or monthly. And key indicator reports can be associated with the unexceptional type of thing. And in that case, you can highlight the thing with specific colors, as if you are looking on the right side. Demand reports are the things which are which are considered on the ad hoc basis, on the basis of management requests. Exception reports are there, which are highlighting the things which are unusual in terms of outcome. If you are looking at the benefits, it improves the personal efficiency, expedites the problem solving, speed up or you can say progress of the problem solving in the organization. It facilitates interpersonal communication as we try to share the information for decision making. It promotes learning or training. It increases the organization control. That's all from my side. Uh, if you do have any query, you can revert back on WhatsApp or my personal email. Thank you all for attending my lecture.